Warner, Oklahoma. We are live. Forgive the shaking. I don't have this thing in a gimbal right now because we're going to take you guys inside to the town council meeting in Warner, Oklahoma, and let you guys see what's going on here. We came here a couple of days ago, and we didn't have the most pleasant experience. So we're going to go inside now. We're going into Warner, Oklahoma, and we're going to be attending their city council, their town commission meeting. We're going to be attending their town committee meeting. And it's my understanding that they have some kind of plans to maybe arrest me. We'll see. We'll see. This is a nice little room. Well, there's nobody in here so far, so I think we're going to be okay. Except for there's this guy. I don't know who he is. But... So,
I live stream for all our meetings.
You live stream their meetings? Oh, that's very cool. So I can see all their meetings. Can I see the old ones?
Yeah, it's on my page.
Like on your page? Like, so the one where he turned in his resignation? Where Shiloh Edwards turned in his resignation?
I don't know if that is or not.
Well, that was a special meeting on the 14th or something like that?
I can go, I mean, they're all on there. I can go back and look.
Yeah, I mean, if that one, I really would love that one if that one was on there. I just want that resignation one of him, really. That's what I'm after. Yeah, if you have that meeting like on a Facebook page?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you, if I give you my number, can you send me that page? Because if I had that video of him getting canned, that would be fantastic. I mean, I know he resigned, but you know what I mean.
It is,
What was your name?
Ron Conklin.
Ron. I met you the other day in the City Hall.
I'm the real Ron.
I'm the real Ron. I'm sorry.
That's the Facebook page.
You got your own Facebook page. All right.
Yeah, I'm kind of a big deal.
You're kind of a big deal. I like that, Ron. I like that. A man with confidence. I know somebody like that.
That went back to that 3 cable shit.
Okay, I'll fix it.
Yep.
I'll fix it. Here, you want to hold the live without your finger over the camera?
Yeah, hey, I learned something the other day.
Point it, point whatever direction you want to. Hey, by the way, folks, the guy behind the camera was the one that y'all were complaining about having his finger over the camera.
Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm fairly new.
That was funny, though.
Well, I don't use. Is this an iPhone? I don't use iPhones.
That's a Google. That's a
Google
Pixel 8.
Pixel 8.
All we use it for is for live for YouTube.
Hey, what is this that you placed under the table?
It's just a microphone so we can hear you.
Audio.
Is that okay? Because we can't hear. I've shot rifles all my life in the military, and
Right.
I can't hear real well.
Just a mic that runs.
I mean, if I can just put it, I just usually stick it to there. I mean, I can just put it right up on top here. It's just easy for that. I just stick so it's not in the way, but we'll just put it right. We'll just put it right there.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You got caught there, Buckner.
No, I mean, I just.
No, I know. I just think it's funny.
Right.
They're all worried about us, you recording the meeting. I'm just trying to get a good angle of these folks.
Why is it? My question is, why is there a meeting at 9 o'clock in the morning?
Because they don't want citizens to attend. If you
Well-
have it,
It's
if you
been
have
published
it,
in the
if you have it,
newspaper for,
if you have it at a
over
reasonable.
week, so it's not that they don't want people to attend. It's just that's
But-
the time that was best for everybody.
Well, not the
Not citizens. I mean, people work,
I understand that, but it's also been published in the paper for over a week.
right?
But again, it comes down to, it's not what's convenient for the politicians, it's what's convenient for the citizens to come to a public meeting. That's kind of our point.
And people can make exceptions if they would like to attend.
You know, a lot of employers that'll let somebody off. Hey, what are you gonna ask off for? I just gotta go to this city council meeting real quick. I don't know of any employers that'll do that.
Stuff like that.
So they should take that to come to a public meeting as opposed to a public meeting being after work, okay? I like her. Get closer to her.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Get closer to her. She seems interested. Now go out there and film what she's talking about. Go out there and put it right up in her face.
Excuse me. Oh man, I'm telling you, I've never smoked in my life. I just have hearing problems.
You didn't bring me a Red Bull? I got a Mountain Dew. You know I don't go anywhere without a Mountain Dew.
Man, I'm a Mountain Dew guy.
Yeah.
I'm a Frisco girl.
Really?
A Frisco.
Yeah.
Do they even make that anymore?
They do.
Do they?
Absolutely. In this part of the country. Oh, you're from this part of the country.
No, yeah, I'm from.
Are you Sean?
I am Sean.
Kathy Garrison.
Kathy
Nice to
Garrison.
meet you.
I'm terrible with names, but
That's
I
okay.
love the
It's a
shirt.
breezy
I love
one.
the shirt.
Oh yeah.
And
Y'all watch that exciting debate last night?
I did not. Was it good?
No, it was horrible. It was depressing.
Was it?
Was she in a bad mood?
No, I don't think so.
Oops, sorry.
Sorry. No, I don't
She
think
seemed
so.
like she was in a bad mood. What was she going on about?
Yeah, we're up to 208, huh?
What was she going on about?
She pretty much quit talking when I walked out.
Oh,
You know how that runs.
okay. No, I know. That's why I sent you out there. That's exact. I know exactly how that works.
I haven't had the contact yet long enough for you to see it.
Open records request if you want to fill out the form.
Is there open record request right there?
I'll stare.
Yeah, they just every meeting they
Awesome.
put out the open records request. in case
I do
somebody-
have one. Guys, I'm trying to keep my fingers out of here. Where are you gonna sit? You gonna sit right here?
I don't care.
I think I'm gonna sit
As long as I
right.
can see and hear.
I can't hear real well. I like that shirt.
Thank you.
I usually wear my American flag shirt too.
I should have worn my American flag.
I was gonna say, everybody thinks that's all I own. I have a closet.
That's what my wife buys me in. So, I've got like 8 shirts that look identically the same, and people are like, "Oh, you never change your
Oh, no,
clothes."
these are all different. I have a,
Yeah.
thank God for the cheap
Don't worry
places
about
that
it,
sell
Sean.
them.
I will match suit. Red. I'll get blankets.
Yeah. Well, I sure
Sorry about
appreciate
comfort.
you all coming out. Introduce myself. Hi, Tony. I'm Sean Buckner.
Sean, tell him about it.
And Roger, I'm terrible with names. I'm Sean Buckner.
Nice meeting
And Alicia, I met you the other day.
Hey, lady, how are you?
We got Jeanette. Yes.
Alicia, can we be on better terms today? We started off the other day. I'd like that. I really would. All right. We'll be on better terms.
What was your name again? I'm terrible with names.
Kathy Garrison.
Kathy. I think we got a pretty good view here.
Would you be willing to speak with me for just a second? Off the record, I don't have any cameras, nothing, no microphones. I just want to tell you something. You don't have to say a word back to me.
Like right here in front of
No,
everyone?
ma'am, we can go outside or somewhere.
Actually, I would prefer if one of our officers would.
Oh, sure, come on, that's fine. No problem whatsoever.
Did you? Didn't you?
Oh yeah.
Well, it looks like you've been working this morning.
I'm going right back. That's exactly what. Can't make a living doing this stuff.
Well, ain't no lie. But it's fun. How are you doing today?
Good, how are you doing?
Good. I'm Sean Buckner.
Wade Rains.
Who is it?
Wade Rains.
Wade's. I'm terrible with names, but
Oh, you're good.
I like introducing myself.
Please remember, I'm the only cop you'll see with a ponytail.
Oh, you got a ponytail? Yep, there it is.
We don't hold it against them.
Y'all have a hard job, man, but I appreciate y'all.
It has its ups and downs.
Oh, you ain't lying.
Yeah, and I'm coming back on my days off.
Is today your day off?
No. Yeah.
Oh, you had your days
Yeah, I
off.
had my days off, and then I was supposed to work yesterday, but I had training in Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
And
How'd
so-
that go?
Oh, it went good.
What'd you get trained on?
I'm now a certified operator in Toxilizer 8000.
Okay. Hopefully you get to use that thing.
So today's technically my Monday today.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah.
Monday, every day is my Monday. It just never stops.
But 12 hours in Oklahoma City.
That's a long day.
Yeah, and the 2.5 hour drive back.
Yep. I like this little old town. It's a neat little town.
It's been a nice little town. Yeah, I have to agree.
One of my best friends, they live over in Shakota.
Yeah.
And his son goes to school here so he can play band. And they
I could say the school over here is actually
one hell of a. You guys got a good city here, and I think it gotten better here in the last few month or when you got rid of Shaloa. That thing was a.
It's been getting better and better slowly. We would have to build it back up.
Yep. Yeah. Yep.
We're getting there.
Yeah. How long have you been a police officer?
9 years.
You like it?
Oh, I love it.
All right here?
No, not all right here.
Yeah.
It's been a little bit here, there, and so here I've been here since October.
Okay.
I transferred over from Weber's Falls.
From Weber's? Yeah. I've never been to Weber's Falls, but I got a lot of buddies that go over there and fish. Yeah.
Little bitty town with a bunch of cornfields.
Yep. A lot of good fishing on the river there.
Yes. But of course, this is my last semester in college. Then I'll have my bachelor's degree in criminal justice. And
Oh, okay.
My minor in wildlife.
Where
law.
do you want to go from here? I mean, as far as
Game warden. That's why I'm finishing my bachelor's.
there you go.
I'm gonna be a game warden.
There you go. You know, it's kind of interesting on the game warden side, and I haven't really dived, into that issue too big, but and a lot of these folks that are watching, they don't realize that Oklahoma is a lot of Indian reservation, and so there's a difference between the tribal members, and there's conflict between Governor Stitt and the tribes on licenses and who owns the game,
Right.
And so I'm real interested to see how that plays out in the future with tribal members. I'm a Cherokee Nation tribal member, and so, but I've been watching that pretty close, and it's interesting. But I've always through the tribe I can hunt for free.
Right.
Used to, and I think they didn't renew the compact to allow us to hunt for free and get all our licenses and tags, but. Even though I could do that, I still always pay the $25 per tag, and I'd take a couple of deer, usually a deer or two every other year, and we just eat off that.
And those licenses sales, it goes back to
And we
back to Oklahoma to
help with the game
with
wardens,
everything.
and that's what I was saying. As a tribal member, I never really used their free stuff. I always paid
Right.
just to help. $25 isn't that big of a deal, and so but. I like the game wardens because we've seen poachers. I mean, there's a lot of poachers out here, and there's a lot of not a lot, but I mean, there's people that feed their family year round on it.
Right.
And so it's kind of one of those things that it just needs to be addressed.
Prices,
It's getting worse.
It's getting worse. My wife and family, we all started homesteading.
Yeah.
So we got all kinds of livestock now.
Yep. We do the same thing. We're 100% self-sustainable. And hunting is part of that, hunting and fishing. And
To top it off, I just got the solar panels all put
Yep.
on my house.
Yep.
Get going all energy efficient.
yep, that's good. Starting to get a pretty good little 9 o'clock crowd here. Not much, but not expected.
Was getting better looking when I woke up this morning. What do you think?
Nah. You can't be helped then.
I appreciate you. It started off real good. You just went to some hole, right?
You know what for.
All right, I appreciate it.
Well, I appreciate it. I appreciate you. We're going to go sit down, and
All right.
good luck to you.
In the state legislature.
Gotta get them done somehow.
Been working to do with those guys. And
Y'all, I've left my glasses at home, and so I'm having trouble seeing. Somebody saying something about the ADA. Ask if they have. I can't quite read it, guys. I apologize. But whatever you guys put on here, go ahead and just keep putting it up, and any questions you have, and we will address them. I don't think any of the questions go unanswered. And we appreciate y'all coming in and watching the live stream. We got another member coming in. Guys, I wish I could read this as if they live stream. I can't read it, guys. I apologize. We do love the super chat, so it does cost a lot of money to get out here, and time and effort.
sign language for deaf.
Yeah.
Correct that one.
Yeah, I apologize. We're growing.
That doesn't fall on the chin.
Guys, we really appreciate the thank yous and all the kind words you have. This is stressful. I mean, it can be stressful on us, and we enjoy doing this, but it does wear on us. We see so much stuff that it's unbelievable. How many we got watching? 311. That's how many people are in Warner here? About 1,000 population? About 1,600. So we've got about 20% of the population watching right now of the entire little city of Warner. Clint, what are they asking about?
Sign language.
Yeah,
I'm gonna make a comment back to her.
Okay, help me out here, because I left my glasses at the house. My wife wanted to feed me breakfast this morning and made me late.
So let's see if we can add it to the fiscal budget for Warner for next, for this year to get.
Is anybody in here? Can they sign?
I don't know.
Can you sign? Is anybody in here? Can they sign? Because we have a lot of viewers that are asking for a.
Can we do captions? Is there a way that you can?
Clint, can we do captions? Can Google translate?
Let me ask.
We're asking our tech support team here. Say again?
With technology now, I feel like
It should be, yeah. It's kind of crazy because some of the videos that we do,
It's YouTube Live.
I know
yeah, it's YouTube Live, guys.
Zoom can do it.
And here comes Ron back in. Had a nice little chat with Alicia, the city clerk, and I think they repaired. Oh, how are you doing? Good. Are you off today?
It is my day off.
Well, thank you for coming in.
I'm at all.
Yeah, right. No, but yeah, I don't think anybody in here is ever off. We're in a small community and we always work. I always have to work. There's Ron.
Yeah. There is a settings for closed captions.
Can you do that?
I don't know
Here.
if we have to set the stream or not. I just didn't know if
Okay. Hey, I just had a really long talk with with some officials from the city. Sorry, that's why I wasn't on the live, folks. I was having a conversation with some city officials. So we were going to release a video at noon with regards to what happened a couple of days ago when we were here. It was not good. Their behavior was bad. Lee has the video planned to release at noon, but they have asked. We've had a long conversation. I'll explain why at a more appropriate time. But we're going to not release that video at noon today because we're going to be able to, and I've got more information on the Shiloh Edwards matter. So this meeting has become unimportant to me because all they're discussing at this meeting, I'm going to get my hand off the camera, all they're discussing at this meeting is budget. All they're discussing at this meeting is budget. So here's what we've learned. Here's what I can establish. According to the acting chief of Warner, Oklahoma Police Department, Shiloh Edwards was brought in to the offices to be suspended related to a complaint a female employee of the city made against him. Before he could be suspended, Mr. Edwards resigned. I can confirm that. That is from, his name is Ron as well. But Mr. Edwards was going to be suspended, and he resigned. I can also confirm that when they turned in the resignation to Cleat, they put resigned under investigation. Resigned under investigation. Now, here's another thing that I learned. I learned, despite what I was told the other day, that Mr. Shiloh Edwards is still potentially working at Bekoshi as a reserve part-time officer. So we're going to go back to Bekoshi, Oklahoma, just after this meeting, folks. We're going to go back there after this meeting. Why am I after this? Because the allegations against Mr. Edwards related to activity related to females is disgusting to me, and I want to expose that and ensure that he can't keep bouncing from department to department where these same kind of things follow across. So we're going to go to Bekoshi, Oklahoma, and we're going to look into whether he's still working there. And we're going to get to Cleats, and we're going to go talk to right now we're in Muskogee County. We're going to go talk to the Muskogee County District Attorney's Office and the Sheriff's Department to make sure that they're aware of these issues that are going on here. And in speaking with the city clerk of Warner, who was very rude to me when I came here 2 days ago, very, very, very rude. And y'all saw her. She was the one that was in the window. You saw her. And they were very unhappy about that 12,000 views that video got on a live stream. I was like, well, we're about to post a video this afternoon, and I'll bet it gets, 50,000 or more. But I have more information. And an employee of the city was filed a complaint. A female employee of the city filed a complaint against Mr. Edwards. I'm not going to do any more to expose that person. Her name, I actually know who it is. I know her name. They were shocked that I knew that, but I do. And I'm not going to expose her because I'm not after exposing victims. I'm after nailing scumbags. And so that's what we're here doing. And I think Mr. Edwards is a scumbag from everything I've learned. That's the only conclusion one might make. So I'm going to show you the rest of the meeting, and we're going to hang out here. But really, I'm sorry to say, there shouldn't be any fireworks. But y'all stick around, and we'll see.
With the budget.
Let you guys look over that. Let me know if you have any questions.
On the municipal report, storm fund year 47,000, budget year 37.
Yeah, so that was based, the
47,902 is based on the current year budget. And we think that that might have been inflated a little bit because our actual did not hit that point.
Okay.
Our actual is 37,270.
Okay. Well, they had a whole lot higher budget than we need.
Yes.
The community center budget, so why is that such a jump?
Okay, so that's because the prior accountants didn't have the community center salaries coming out. So we use those where they're supposed to, and you'll see that the town, salaries are low. So that's just being more accurate.
Water project, transfer out. What is it?
Yeah, that all goes to utilities.
In the past, that's where loans were covered. And so they would transfer from the water project to the utilities to cover the loans that were established by the utilities.
And in 24, some of your water project actually came out of there as well. Some of the engineering.
Right. General government? What is this?
That's the town.
Um,
That's the town.
Folks, if y'all can hear me,
On that very front one, it's everything combined together, so that's town, port, police, everything. And then on the very back, it's just the town.
they're going through it, they're asking questions in a meeting, in public. It's awesome.
Yes,
Years past.
yes.
Hey, look, it's 9 o'clock. He can wear shorts if he wants to.
This budget including the things that back there.
That is not included in this.
You have no way to estimate that.
Right.
And it won't start until, we won't receive our first, disbursement from that until December, because we don't have quarters.
And so also, since that, any sales tax has a dedicated source, you're gonna see, it's kind of gonna wash out.
Right.
So, yeah, it's very conservative. If we weren't certain of a grant, we didn't waste time.
Basically, what we had was a $900 carry.
Yes.
Kind of education, called.
Well, and so, revenue is budgeted at 90%. So really, if everything were the same in expenses, and you were to get 100% of that revenue, 100% of our actual year-to-date revenues, then you would have 10% carried over. But you never know. I mean, you never know what expenses you're going to have. And you never know, there might be more grants come in. I mean, you just, it's an estimate.
There could have been expenses that you incurred in 2024 that were a big expense that you won't incur in 2025's budget year. So it's just, the only way you can base budgets is based upon estimates and actuals and history type stuff.
It's our best guess of what's going to happen.
We appreciate you, all the work you put into this report.
Oh, well,
It's a nice
you.
report.
Amazing.
Does it look better than what you thought
In what way?
in general? The numbers that you're able to put in be more accurate than what it
Yes.
was in the past?
Yes. Revenue was budgeted a little high last year. Instead of 90, it was a lot more. Budget. But what you actually saw was it was really close to the actual of the previous year. So we feel like these are a lot more accurate.
Good.
I appreciate you guys taking this task on. It's way behind when you got it.
Well, thank you, thank you.
Appreciate you.
We love this kind of stuff, you know. We're nerds.
You gotta love numbers. Oh, it's a big task, and it's far behind and jumbled up.
We're getting there.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
James Freeman says, I love government. Hello, James Freeman. There's 379 people watching this little town hall meeting live.
Chief, what, cost on housing somebody in the jail, what's that cost?
I have not looked into that. I believe that was part of the contract that Mr. Satterfield set up.
They've only got $1,000 budget.
Yeah, we usually, our inmates there usually get housed for a day or two, so they're not there very long.
Typically, you're not keeping them unless you want. It's $45 a day.
In case you didn't catch that, it costs $45 a day to lock somebody up. Good job. I've only been on the job like a week. Chief, though, if you. Did you take arms out?
police salaries still taken out of the general fund?
They are, but we put those on the budgets for the police, so you can kind of see it as a whole, but they are still taken out of general fund.
And actually, salaries is one thing that we didn't budget exactly based on actual. We budgeted those based on what we know everyone's currently making and moving forward. We didn't just look at actual. We've had a lot of changes. And so, those are based on actual annual totals for each employee.
Does that include their benefits?
Yes.
Shouldn't the judge's fee be 4,000 instead of 3,000 at the end? Just asking. Because it says that current budget is at 4,000.
But that's the current budget. We went based on the actual annualized.
The street department? Are we taking, more material money out of infrastructure, taking more out of that?
We do use infrastructure for some street. Infrastructure tends to be not overflow, but, say if there's a piece of equipment that wasn't budgeted, something breaks, something that, that the street needs, it will come in the infrastructure. Yeah, exactly.
On the street department, do we have one part-time, one full, so one and a half? Or
Part of the salary from street, part of it from utilities.
like, not full-time?
Yes, he is. It's the same with mine, it's split.
Well, we gotta have full.
Folks, they're going to wrap up this pretty quick. And then Alicia down there, y'all saw her on the live. We made amends, so I'm just going to go talk to her afterwards and yep, stop calling her office and stuff. We appreciate that, though.
On the, unless I'm reading it wrong, on your utility office should be 5.5, or is it 5?
Well, it's based on so we have a lot of employees split between the two departments.
Right.
And so it's based on amount of time and amount of, the percentage of the time.
While they finish up, let's talk outside. That's boring.
Yeah.
So let me fill you in. So I'm gonna fill Sean in on some things, and we'll see his reaction to it. I was told that Edward still works at Bacoshi as a reserve part-time officer.
Yeah, so when we went in there the other day, they were just way too nice.
I know you kept saying that.
They're just
you
way
kept saying
too
that.
nice. Normally, when we walk into these small towns, they're kind of apprehensive.
I mean, she did call the police on us, but we figured out why.
Yeah.
We won't say why we think she called the police on us yet, but we know why.
But they were way too nice, and so you got the meter, on the far side that they're running.
Sean's learning. He's only been on a few of these, and he's learned already.
On the far side, these guys are just clam up. They don't want to talk. They're running. They're
like
hiding
Alicia
in corners.
Smith.
Yeah, they're hiding in corners, and then in Bacoshi, and that happened here in Warner, and then we go straight to Bacoshi, and it's on the other side. It's like, hey guys, we know you. We're on your page. We're happy that you're here, and this and that, and Shaloy Edwards is a perfect guy, and all this stuff that's just doesn't make sense. And so, when things don't make sense is when we start asking questions. And so something's going on. We know what it is. I got a call from a very, very close Bacoshi
insider. We'll call him an insider.
Yeah, call him an insider. There's only like 5 or 6 of them in Bacoshi.
Right.
And so at midnight last night, I got off the phone. I hung up. It was an hour conversation, and we know everything.
I know. And then you called me. So then I was up.
I didn't mean to wake you up.
I wasn't asleep. God, I think I finally
never
slept.
sleep.
I went to sleep at 2, and then I got up at
6:40.
6:45 to come here.
Yeah, I went to bed at 1 and
so
got
4
up at
hours,
4.
45 minutes of sleep. That's pretty good for me.
And so it's the gauging. I would have not thought that the meters would swing so far, so whenever you're way too nice to me, I got to ask questions too. And so that.
So should we go back to Bacoshi here in a little bit and find out?
We
could go through Sallisaw and then
we gotta go through my hometown.
Stop by your hometown.
And then I think we're heading over to Fort Smith.
Oh, we got to call those lawyers. I got Edwards was supposed to meet with me, but I got a message last night that his lawyer wants to talk to me. So I'm gonna call his lawyer after a while and find out what his lawyer's got to say. Depending on what his lawyer says, I may or may not go to Fort Smith, Arkansas, where his office is. And I don't know yet. We got to see how he talks on the phone.
But here's the thing with Shaloa. He was in Sallisaw for a long while, and we know what he did there. And then he went to Bacoshi, and they told me yesterday through some emails that nothing was wrong. He was perfect. Everything was good, and that's a 5-year stint. And then he comes over here.
And do we believe that based on Sallisaw and now based on Warner?
And then he comes to Warner, and he's there for 8 months, and they bounce him out of here. And so.
Oh, and did I mention that they're also doing a current count of the property and evidence room here because they can't find evidence and drugs and things, and they're concerned about that.
So same thing that happened in Bacoshi.
Same thing that happened in Sallisaw. Same thing that happened in Sallisaw.
We know that. Yeah.
So, Pat, you know why we do this? Because these officers jump from department to department on what I call the carousel of corruption.
And if you look at it, it goes from county. They won't go to Sequoia County, our county where Sallisaw is, and go to Muldrow or another town there. They always jump to another county. And so, you go from Sequoia County to LaFleur over here to I believe this is Muskogee.
We're in Muskogee County,
and so they bounce from county to county, and they just there's no accountability to these guys, and the problem of it is that they just the other cops they're either intimidated or yesterday when we were here or day before yesterday they said, well, he's gone, so there's no problem.
Yeah.
Well, the problem is that he's gone.
Right.
Right.
And he's going to go somewhere else.
He's gone.
And he's going to go somewhere else, and that's a huge problem.
We told these people that, look, the issue is that he's gone, and now we're going to have to run to the next county and figure out why he's going to be gone from there in a month or 2 or a year, and then and pick up the pieces of the damage that he creates there. And so it's like, this is why we do this, and it's long, it's hard work.
Hey,
it's tiring.
you're just getting into this now.
I've been on this for 2.5
I know
years,
you have.
screaming. Guys,
Houston
look,
Murray, by the way. Houston Murray. I got to
we don't
mention
want to
Houston
talk
Murray.
about.
Oh,
there it
it
is. So yeah, so 2.5 years of screaming, and then I created a transparency page for our city, and it blew up. And now we was able to eject the city manager. We were able to fire the city manager, and then one of the commissioners in Sallisaw ran with him because he wasn't.
They
for the
resigned
people.
last
Yeah,
night. That's what we were
resigned.
doing last night.
And so
That's
all
a good
this-
video, folks. We didn't live stream it, but that turned into a good interaction there. You're gonna wait till you see that one.
And so what, our people have been asking me, what's our end game? What's our goal?
Change.
And our goal is to change, but my goal is to teach people that this is how to make change, and not be afraid and speak up, and don't, people have told me, oh, you're going to end up face down in a ditch somewhere. Well, I welcome that if that's what it takes, but
Somebody told me, hell, it was the mayor. The mayor yesterday of Sallisaw said that told me that I have a reputation as a troublemaker.
Yes.
And I thought about that, and here's the thing: I'm not a troublemaker. I'm a trouble finder and a trouble exposer.
Yes.
You already have the trouble, or I wouldn't be there. If there was no trouble there to be found, I wouldn't be there. So I'm not a troublemaker. I'm a trouble exposer, and people don't like that. And guess what? I don't care.
And this is the issue with me in my situation over in Sallisaw, is that I exposed a felonious cop, a cop that had a felony for 20 years. He hid it. But the problem is when I found it, I presented it to the city council, I presented to chief of police, and they're like, yeah, so. And so they don't prosecute themselves. They just, and that's what, if you want to talk about lighting fires in somebody, that lit a fire in me that will probably change my life forever.
Almost every person that kind of does this and exposes this kind of thing has a story of like their genesis story.
Yes, and that was the genesis.
What's your genesis story out there, folks?
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I didn't show you because they had talked about arresting me today, and they had these plans that if I interrupted their meeting that they were going to arrest me. I wore one of my favorite hats today just to send that message. All right, so here's the thing. I'm going to go ahead and I'll keep it on for a few more minutes. But again, other than talking to these city officials and introducing you to Alicia, who was the woman who wouldn't let us in the other day and wouldn't give me the meeting minutes, we're now on better terms.
Good. Good.
I gave her a chance to reconcile. Did you see me do that?
Yeah, and I made friends with the cops, and they're
I know.
They're great people.
The chief of police came out and talked. It was with us too, and we talked, and he confirmed. I told you what he confirmed, right?
I did not.
That he resigned pending suspension. That they brought him in to suspend him on the basis of an allegation by a female employee related to him, and they were going to suspend him. And instead of him being suspended, he resigned.
Yes.
And that's that they put into cleat that he resigned under investigation. So that's what was put into cleat.
And so, I really can't wait to see what the investigation includes. And then, my experience in this whole thing is they always investigate themselves and find nothing wrong at some level.
We investigated ourselves and find we did nothing wrong.
And so that.
Hey, James Freeman, will you come investigate me next time I do something wrong?
Yeah.
I need James Freeman's clipboard. Where's James Freeman's clipboard? By the way, James Freeman is working on an awesome story out of Sallisaw that he's going to be bringing to you. And Sean filled him in.
It was my arresting officer.
It was his arresting officer. There's another video. Sean's arresting officer video is going to be put out by Accountability for All, Josh Abrams.
That's going to be fun.
That one's a fun one. That officer was in a very bad mood that day.
Did you know I was a pissant?
I know. What was the other thing he said? So Sean goes so far as to get video from inside the police facility and catches him saying, what did he say?
So when he dropped me off in the Sally Port, he dropped me off in the Sally Port, and he walks through another door, and he called me and my wife a goddamn stupid motherfucker. And Houston, if you're watching this, I mean, I'm stupid, I guess. I don't know. But hey, I just want you to know that
those work.
I don't stop, sir. I don't stop. And
there you go. And there you have it. And we all know about me. So anyway. Last thing, I see a lot of Ron for president in 2024. So Sean and I were having a conversation yesterday, and I said, based on how it was built up, with the low expectations, that's awesome.
That is awesome.
That is awesome.
That's what small town Oklahoma's like, folks, and we love it.
Rocking that old GMC, old Jimmy. Now, as far as running for president, Look, I said that the presidential debate couldn't live up to expectations unless Joe Biden went up there and drooled on himself and pooped himself. And he damn near did both those things last night. Holy crap. Like, that's the choice, America? That's the best we got? We went all across this land and that's the best we have?
And I wouldn't go as far as
My God.
These guys in this building right here that runs the city of Warner probably could run the United States better than Biden.
Yes, God bless.
And
That was awful. Either one of them, man. That was terrible. That was terrible. All right, let's go see what they finish up with their budgets, and then we'll get out of here, y'all.
So this year it's 57,569, actual is 40,437. But we took the capital, which you guys were great in actually getting us estimates and everything for capital budget, it was amazing. So we think these are pretty close to what it's going to be, unless there's, like I said, there's things that are unexpected, things break. But
Contract labor.
contract labor, some of that is us, and then it's just anything that anybody you pay pretty much that isn't an employee.
We pay contract labor when we have to make a water leak and we have different contractors that come in and help. Such as boring, and pay for boring, personnel, and we have some others. We pay contractors.
So like anybody you pay that you
Kind
would
of
send a
virtually
1099 to.
You said you take years out of this. Is it split between?
Yes, half year, half.
And that's certainly not all us. And that, now our part does include the 23 on it?
Yes.
We just finished 22.
Yes.
The 23 and 24 on it. So, it does include that. Because we know what that's going to cost. Estimate.
Are we making any money on trash service?
It almost zeroes out. I believe you guys are putting that out to bid again. So, but it mostly zeroes out. It usually does. Let's see, 312 and 275. Yeah. I mean, you make a little bit. Not a lot. I'm sure the townspeople appreciate that. Even if
Do you think we ought to increase rates on that?
I would look at the bids that people put in, and then think about the service that they provide, and, you don't always take the lower, of course, but the service that they can provide, and see if it's reasonable. And, we might call other smaller towns and see what they charge, and just see if we're in the ballpark, because you just don't know until you ask. But we're not losing, so that's good. Making a little bit.
Has a medical insurance gone up by 3%?
And that's budgeted. That's based upon the new, rates.
Oh, sorry. Should I shut that off?
Good everything.
this doesn't have anything to do with the actual numbers, but this is one of the smoothest budget years we've had. And Alicia has been really helpful, instrumental in that. Like I said, getting the estimates on the capital budget, or the capital outlays was really nice. Instead of, we think it might be 8,000, we actually had estimates. It was so great.
Appreciate the work Alicia's done on all that. But it's done on all that. Like a motion to accept the utility budget.
I'll second it.
Have a motion and a second, discussion. Please call roll.
Tony,
Yes.
Jeanette.
Yes.
Betty. Yes. Kevin.
Yes.
And Mark.
Here. Time,
9:37.
37. All right. Meeting adjourned.
All right, that was it, folks. That was it. And that's the acting chief that confirmed those things that I was telling you about. So we had a good long conversation, and we're gonna work to help them get things right, not fight them. It's been a great morning. I'm glad we came over here. I'm glad I didn't go to jail. I do want to show you guys something. I do want to show y'all something. If I ever think I'm going to jail, if you ever want to know whether Ron thinks he's going to jail, all you got to do is look at Ron's right ankle, where he writes the phone numbers to people to call to bail him out. Seriously, I always write. Look, if I think I'm going to go to jail, I write the numbers on my ankle because I can't remember phone numbers. So somebody said that they're like that y'all thought I was going to interrupt the meeting, and I'm like, I don't interrupt meetings. I filmed them, but I might talk before it. I'll talk after. I did say the city of Sallisaw last night. You were like, why did you not let them do that? All right, y'all. We're gonna wrap up here. We're gonna then go to some other places. And look, I hear people say on here, "You're always giving it away, Ron. You're always giving it away." Folks, I only release information that I want people to know. I promise you, I think strategically. This is chess, not checkers. We're playing. Actually, no, it's not chess. It's fucking far more complicated than that. It's not mathematical. There's not a mathematical certainty to every responsive move as there is in chess, which is why computers are not going to be humans. What there is ever-changing circumstances that are hard to keep track of. And so, like, anybody that's out there auditing and doing that kind of stuff, commend them, because this stuff is hard, and you don't know how these people are going to react, and you don't know who these people are that you're talking to. They could pull out a gun any chance. I mean, again, I wrote phone numbers on my leg because I thought I might go to jail. And I wore the hat because I wanted them to understand that that's how many F's I gave about the fact that they thought about doing that. I don't care. They'll bail me out. I don't know what the charge would be. Disturbing the peace, probably. $500 bail. $500, boom, I'm out. And we'll go fight that stuff in court. With that said, we're going to pack up. We're going to get out of here. Hey, Alicia, it was good making amends. That's Alicia, everybody. Y'all don't have to call the offices anymore. We've made amends and all that stuff, okay? We're all good now, all right? So no, you don't need to call Warner. We're good. Everybody's good. Everything's good. Now, if you have any information on Shaloa Edwards or any issues in Sallisaw, Oklahoma, or anywhere else in Oklahoma, let me know. If you have an issue in the country, folks, let me just be 100% clear. If we were going to go investigate a story in another town in another state, it's got to either be insanely compelling. 2, it's got to be in a driving distance, and if not, like, the expense is so high getting to those places. So if you want us to come investigate somewhere and you want to put up some money to cover the expenses, you let us know. But we're going to keep going everywhere we can. We're going to keep investigating, and if you're a wealthy benefactor out there and wants to fund the justice that we're delivering, let us know. We have a 501c3 for that specific purpose. So y'all have a good one. Thank y'all all so much. We love you all. We'll keep bringing you updated information. Peace out. Stay safe. And we'll see you next time.